Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to pick number 22 of my favorite 30 guitar players of all time. That's right. We're doing it each and every day here this month in September 2024. Our favorite 30 guitar players across all genres. Every genre is up for grabs, right? Metal, blues, rock, psych, prog, jazz, fusion, country, classical, hillbilly, rockabilly, whatever. Whatever it might be, bluegrass, whatever your favorite guitar players are, right? Your top 30. Very tough assignment. There's so many great guitar players that we've seen and we have in music history, right? So, and for me, as someone who just absolutely loves guitar players and loves guitar music, this is a really tough assignment, but got to pick 30. Probably another 100 that I love that won't quite make my top 30, but doesn't mean I don't love them any less. But got to pick out the ones that, kind of mean the most to us, right? That's what it's all about. So today for pick number 22, this is a guy, I always call him the hardest working guy in the music business, because ever since he burst on the scene in the late 80s as the brand new guitar player for a reuniting classic band from the 70s, he has been wowing audiences ever since. That band no longer plays anymore because their leader passed away a few years back, but he has had another side band that has become very, very popular over the years, and he also has done a bunch of solo stuff, and he's played with other bands, and he appears everywhere. Let's bring to the stage none other than Mr. Warren Haynes, of course, of Government Mule, formerly of the Allman Brothers Band, formerly of the Dicky Betts Band. Plus, Warren's got lots of solo stuff. He's played with various guys in the Grateful Dead and has appeared on albums by, played with Joe Bonamassa. And Warren has just shown up just about everywhere. He is always doing something. Not only is he a spectacular guitar player, a great singer and a great songwriter as well. I always loved his vocals as well. I think he's an extremely underrated kind of bluesy rock singer, soulful singer. And no matter what style he's doing, whether he was in the Allman Brothers playing that kind of Southern blues rock or in Government Mule, originally kind of like a heavy power trio. Now Government Mule does kind of jammy stuff, funky stuff, rock stuff, blues rock stuff, right? A little mix of everything. And his solo stuff is even more soulful, right? So just an amazing, amazing player who usually you can see playing all sorts of different Gibson guitars. Mostly he plays some Strats and things like that too. But 9 times out of 10, you'll see him sporting a Les Paul or a Firebird or an SG or something like that, right? Mostly Firebirds and Les Pauls. I see him playing a lot, but I've seen him, pull out all sorts of different guitars. He does Fenders every now and then as well. So people might be saying, "Oh, Pete, wow, you had 3 Allman Brothers players on this list." That's right. I mean, Dicky and Dwayne and Warren, Derek. I love Derek too. Spoiler alert, Derek's not going to quite make my list, but he's definitely up there as well. But yeah, Warren Haynes, an amazing player. I've loved him ever since that 7 Turns album from the Allman Brothers Band. I've been a huge fan, and I've seen him in either Government Mule or the Allmans numerous times, and I'm always just absolutely amazed at, especially live on stage, man. He's just, the records are great, the studio stuff is great, but man, Warren live is just an absolute experience. He's such a virtuoso guitar player, but it's the vocals too, and the way he carries himself on stage. He's just just such like an MVP type guy. So my favorite 3 albums, this one was kind of tough because everything he's played on has been just spectacular. So I'm gonna go with the albums where maybe his guitar playing is a little bit more front and center and just all the more mind-blowing. I'm gonna go with Shades of Two Worlds, the Allman Brothers Band. So this is the second album he appeared on with the Allmans. So this is him and the pairing of Dicky Betts, obviously. Great stuff on here, End of the Line, Bad Rain, just, Desert Blues, Get On With Your Life is so good, Midnight Man, Come On Into My Kitchen, Kind of Bird is terrific because, of course, Warren digs a lot of like old school jazz. He's a big Miles Davis fan and loves like Hendrix and the Mahavishnu Orchestra. And Kind of Bird is really cool because it's got this kind of like, like jazzy bebop thing, and him and Dicky just going to town on there. Just absolutely amazing stuff. Great album. Lots of great sizzling guitar playing. And then I'm going to go next with the first Government Mule album. And I remember when this album first came out. Again, I was already a massive Allman fan, him and the Allman Brothers. And then, I found out about this little side project thing he was doing called Government Mule with, of course, Alan Woody from the Allmans as well at the time, the late Alan Woody and Matt Apps on drums. And when this hit, I was like, holy shit, because this is like heavy power trio blues rock. This is like Free meets Mountain meets Humble Pie, with a little bit of Sabbath, a little bit of Cream thrown in. It's like, I was like, holy molies, and molten guitar playing from Warren throughout this album. I mean, so much great stuff on here. Mother Earth, Rockin' Horse, Temporary Saint, Train, Mule, so good. Dolphin Painted Silverlight to do the cover of Mr. Big, which is so good. Left Coast Groovy, so heavy. World of Difference, just absolutely crushing. And his tone is just so monstrous. I mean, this is like Les Paul Omania all over the place on here, and just crushing riffs, great soloing, and those great vocals too. And they basically don't miss a beat on the second album, which is called Dose. That's my third pick. This also is just really good. I think maybe kind of tighten it up a little bit, less of the longer jammy songs, a little bit more tighter, but still just as impactful. I mean, Blind Man in the Dark is so good. Thorazine Shuffle, amazing. Thelonious Beck is killer. What else? Birth of the Mule, John the Revelator covered a great cover of She Said, terrific. Larger Than Life, Raven, Blacklight, I Shall Return. I mean, just nonstop guitar assault on here, but again, a little bit more on the tighter on the songwriting. But man, if you want just the mule letting loose, that's this one. And then teaming up with Dicky, doing some amazing trade-offs, some great dueling guitar work. That's this one. As far as my favorite guitar solo from Warren, again, kind of hard to pick because they're all great. But I'm going to go back to the one that I think just amazed me the first time I heard it. And I think still when I listen to it to this day, it just blows my mind. And that is the solo on Nobody Knows from this Allman Brothers Band album, Shades of Two Worlds. The song is a big, long, sprawling, hard rock, bluesy hard rock anthem. But again, the way in classic Allman Brothers fashion, the way the song is kind of put together, you get the great opening to the song, the nice organ from Greg, great vocal sections, and then the first solo, which is Warren just absolutely blistering, right? And then you get a little bit of a break, you get the percussion and the drums coming in, whatever, and then Dicky comes in and he just absolutely knocks it out of the park as well. But Warren's solo is amazing. And when you get the live album, right, the two live albums that came out in the early 90s, first set and second set, that live performance by Warren is just nuclear on that. Just so good. It's just like, it builds and builds and builds and just screaming riffs and licks and things and just that, and so much emotion in it too. That's the one thing about Warren. It's like he plays with so much emotion, even when he's playing slide, because he did a lot of the slide stuff early on in the Allmans, right? Because he was kind of meant to take up Dwayne's place in the band. So like when you go see, I think there's not as much slide guitar on more recent Allman Brothers. I mean, Government Mule albums, there is some, but he's more about, just playing standard type guitar soloing these days and less about slide, but he does from time to time because he's a really good slide player. But of course, later on, after Dicky was gone from the Allman Brothers Band, they brought in Derek Trucks. And then Warren, obviously Derek is even a superior slide guitar player. So all those old Dwayne licks on the slide, you had Mr. Trucks play. And so Warren kind of started then playing all the Dicky stuff, right? It's weird how that kind of happened in that band. But yeah, Nobody Knows is my favorite solo from Shades of Two Worlds. And my three favorite albums are this one, the first Government Mule, and the second Government Mule Dose. So let us know what you think of the great Warren Haynes down in the comments below. He is a national treasure, still going strong, still out there playing and touring all the time, recording. Probably should be expecting a new Government Mule album at some point over the next year or so, right? It seems like it's been a couple of years, maybe not that long. Maybe it's been a year or two, but I'm sure we'll be seeing something fairly soon from them. So anyway, let us know what you think of Warren Haynes down in the comments below, as well as your pick for today. Pick number 22. We'll see you tomorrow for number 21. Till then, visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube all together all the damn time. Please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell so you get alert of all of our content as a post. And please do hit the like button before you leave. Also, down below, we got the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations, our merch page, and our Cameo page. Thank you for all your support there, as always. And we'll see you soon here with more stuff. I'm Pete Pardo. Thanks for watching. Tune in later. Take care. Bye-bye.